Hey folks, this is a video on finding the radian values on the unit circle. If you have not already watched the degree values on the unit circle, go back and watch that one. I've got several things in that video that I discussed that I'm going to transfer over to this video, but I'm not actually going to speak about it. First of all, let's go to the beginning value. We understand that the beginning value is at that 3 o'clock position, as mentioned in the previous video. And in the previous video, that was 0 degrees. Now, since we're talking in radians, this is going to be 0 radians. 0 radians. In order to go all the way around the circle, and I'll discuss why this is true in class, but to go all the way around the circle, this is going to get me all the way around to 2 pi. If I only went halfway around the circle, I understand that half of 2 pi is 1 pi. And then if I took half of that value to land up at the top, then this is going to be pi over 2, or 1/2 of a pi. If I were to take half again, half of a half is a fourth. So this would be a fourth of a pi, or pi over 4. So just like in the degree circle, we counted around by 45s. Now I'm going to count around by the fraction 1/4. So let's go back to the beginning. We're back at 0 for our beginning spot. 0 plus a fourth lands me at 1/4. And for now, I'm not even really going to say the pi's. I'll write them, but I won't really say them. So I have 1/4. After 1/4 is 2/4. But I'm not going to write 2/4. I'm going to reduce my fraction and write 1/2. After 2/4 is 3/4. After 3/4 is 4/4. But 4/4 is 1. So this is the same thing. After 4/4 is 5/4. Down at the bottom, after 5/4 is going to be 6/4. But I'm not going to write 6/4. I'm going to reduce my fraction to 3/2. After 6/4 is 7/4. And then after 7/4 is 8/4. And once again, my fraction then is reduced from 8/4 to 2, or 2 pi. Now, in the degree video, you'll remember that I took the first quadrant and I split it into 3 equal slices. What I'd like to do this time around instead is I'd like to look at the entire top half of the circle. Notice that it is split into 6 equal slices. And so I have here 1 whole pi split into 6 equal slices. So then that means each slice is worth 1/6 of a pi. So this time around, I'm going to be counting my fractions by 1/6. So go back to the beginning, go back to the starting place of 0. My first spoke is going to be 1/6 of a pi, or pi over 6. Second spoke is going to be 2/6, but I won't write 2/6. I'll reduce to 1/3. Third spoke up at the top is going to be 3/6, but I've already reduced. And then 4/6 will be reduced to 2/3. After that will be 5/6. Then I'll have 6/6. Makes sense. I'm checking my work. After 6/6, I'll have 7/6. And then 8/6. Make sure you reduce 4/3. After 8/6 is 9/6, and 9/6 is the same thing as 3/2. After 9/6 is 10/6, but I won't write that. I'll write the reduction, 5/3. After 10/6 is 11/6, and after 11/6 then is 12/6, which is the same thing as 2 pi. So there you have the radian positions going around the unit circle. If you can count, then you can do the radian positions around the unit circle.